The Fall of the House of Usher, a horror drama on Netflix directed by Mike Flanagan, explores several motives and themes of Edgar Allan Poe's writings through the eyes of an affluent and aristocratic family. The Usher twins, Roderick and Madeline, seize every chance and good fortune that come their way to create an empire for their family. But decades after the morally dubious success of the Ushers and their Fortunato Pharma Company, disaster befalls the family when Roderick's heirs begin to die one by one. But how? The Ushers attempt to protect their reputation and their own reckoning as the family is on trial, under public observation, and continuously accompanied by the frightening shadow of an unidentified woman. The tales of the story take place at various points in time. It so has an inherent sense of mystery, introducing mysteries and developing them through to the very conclusion. Therefore, if you'd like to learn the truth behind the Ushers' past, present, and future, here is everything you need to know. Major spoilers ahead if you have not watched The Fall of the House of Usher. It's the central mystery of the show since all of Roderick's children die horrifyingly, but in an apparently understandable way. What is the secret that Roderick and Madeline are keeping that makes the family implode and leave no trace behind? A mystery character by the name of Vera is at the center of the tragedy. Everything is disclosed by the Fall of the House of Usher conclusion, including the two siblings' methods for rising to the top. Roderick and Madeline struck a pact with Vera on New Year's at the beginning of the 1980s, as revealed in the conclusion of The Fall of the House of Usher. The agreement was to live a privileged life and never be discovered for what they had done to Rufus Wilmot Griswold. Viewers are shown flashbacks of the events leading up to each Usher child's death throughout the series, in addition to the present chronology in which Roderick informs C. Auguste Dupin of the truth. Every story revolves around Vera, the enigmatic woman that only Roderick and Madeline can truly understand. Flashbacks of Roderick and Madeline's ascent in Fortunato, and eventually the crime they committed, are also featured in the series. It is revealed in the end that they both set up Rufus Wilmot Griswold, the boss of Fortunato, behind a brick wall in the business's basement. All the while, upstairs was hosting a fancy New Year's celebration. They visit a bar they had never been to before in search of an alibi, where they meet Vera. By the end of the evening, they are chummy, and Vera makes them an offer. She promises that they will live opulent lives and never be found out for what they've done. All of the Usher bloodlines will separate ways as a result. The agreement with Vera is the reason of the deaths of all the Usher children. She is an incarnation of a demon. The Usher family will have to pay the fee because her agreement has expired. Roderick's granddaughter will also die, as will all of his children. Not only is Roderick sick, but he also seized his deceased family due of his remorse over the deal. Vera's agreement is terminated in The Fall of the House of Usher with the tumultuous and gory deaths of Roderick and his sister Madeline. The plot starts earlier than when August first visits Roderick at his childhood residence. Madeline joins him for a drink in the basement and quickly discovers that it has been tampered with. Determined to keep his great sister alive, he sends her off like an Egyptian queen by using items for mummification. But sounds emanate from the basement, interrupting his conversation with August just now. When August asks if she is truly dead, Roderick responds that it is unlikely and that they most certainly inherited their mother's condition. Glancing with her eyes wide open, Madeline strikes her brother, reveling in the truth of their immoral ways. The sequence resembles the beginning of the show, when their mother rises from the grave and attacks their real father, Fortunato's founder. The Usher family line is terminated when their childhood home collapses around them. Following this, Juno takes over the business, dissolves it, receives treatment from Ligodone, and establishes a rehabilitation center. Because of all the nefarious things the Ushers in the firm have done over the years, Arthur Pym has been arrested. Vera visits the Ushers' graves toward the conclusion of the series, after which all of them have died.